Hold on. No, I'm not. I know. I'm live. Yay. Hi, everybody. Hi. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am right on time tonight. Hi, Liz. Hi, Arthur. Hi, Joe. Hi, Tami. How are you? Oh, I need to mute my TV. Let's see. I know. Let's see. Yay. Okay, let's put some bifocals on. They're actually trifocals, but we won't tell anybody. Yeah, you can see all this yummy goodness, right? I am super excited to put this together. I am so super excited. I am going to jump right in, but not before taking a moment. Hi, Bethlyn, to say welcome. Hi, Charlene. And we're back. Yay! I've missed y'all. I really have. The YouTube family is a great one. And tonight we just finished watching Kristy with her cute craft with the bunny and all the different colors. Oh my gosh, so cute. And I'm Michelle with Design&Vine, and I'm hoping to bring something a little bit different. I have seen it before, actually. This was, hi Dee Dee. This was originally crafted. I watched Amanda with Amanda Made make one. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try that because it comes out so cute. But we'll see what I bring to it today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see if mine comes out as cute or... I know I have a few different things than what she had, so we're going to go ahead and get started. After me, pinned in the comments up above at the top, is Tami with craf-T-peep, and then following Tami is Kristy with a Y with Kristy's Crafty Cottage, and she will round off the evening, and be our last crafter this evening with Crafty Creators Community. Thank you to Tami and Kristy for having me, and all of the information to all 4 crafters tonight, to their Facebook and YouTube channels and pages, and Crafty Creators Community channel and page here on YouTube as well as Facebook are all in the description, okay? I think I also put a hashtag Amanda Made in there so that I gave her creds for this particular craft. So I actually could not, yeah, it is a burn. Yes, I could have probably made it look a little better. I keep slathering it with, strangely, it's not from a glue gun. It's from my curling iron that I was trying to curl my hair when I was in Cleveland, and I tried to curl my hair and do something else at the same time, and my hand moved and the curling iron touched my knuckle. But no matter what I do, it always ends up looking kind of yucky, so I apologize for that. But also, I had to have my nails taken off because I had a procedure last week. So my nails are just so super thin and yucky. But the struggle is real trying to get things open. I could not find my Spanish moss because I have been moving things and trying to get a little bit organized. I don't know where I put it. I knew where it was before I was organized a little bit, but so I had to stop at Dollar Tree, and this was all they had. They had this floss moss, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of funky looking, but this is equally as funky looking to me. Lysopodium, I don't know. I'm sure it's another kind of moss of some kind. Some type of greenery. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet, but you can see all these lovely buttons. I have a little sparkly bee button. I have some ladybugs. Let's see. Any buttons that you see are from Joann's, okay? these are from Joann's, these pop beads. So any of the buttons that you see here, the flowers, these are paper flowers from either the Paper Studio, or this one says Prima flowers. I don't know if this is the Paper Studio as well. Nope, it's Prima Marketing. These are from Hobby Lobby, the paper flowers, okay? And there's, like I used the white ones out of this package. I already have some of these made because it's very time consuming. Well, not very time consuming, but too long for an hour. So I didn't want to go over, and I want you to see the end result. This had big and small, and some medium-sized ones. Both of these are from this package as well as this one. They have different types of beads in the center. And I'll show you in a moment how I put all of this together. I'm undecided whether or not I'm going to use these. These are picks from Michael's. The pipe cleaners are from Joann's. Again, the beads are from Joann's. The buttons are from Joann's. These are from Hobby Lobby. This is actually a button. These are buttons. These are buttons. All of these. Buttons, buttons, buttons. There's actually 2 of these. One fell off. So there's 2 of these that come on. There's 4 that come on here. These yellow buttons right here, all from Joann's. And then just some generic white buttons that I had, probably either from Reconsidered Goods here locally in North Carolina, or Joann's. Again, I get a lot of my beads from, or buttons I should say, from Joann's. So I'm going to set these aside because I want to show you how I'm putting all of this together to make it all make sense. Lots of beads, lots of buttons. I have some 20 gauge stem wire from the floral department at Hobby Lobby. And lots of buttons. Okay. Lots of buttons. So, you can see I took this, how it came was there, this little piece right here. I can't see. Hello, hello everyone. Hi Phyllis. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. I think I got everybody so far. So that little piece on the back is kind of pressed flat, and then there's a piece of paper over it. These are all paper flowers. So I removed the piece of paper and I bent that up. To make this craft, you need wire cutters, lots of buttons, and pliers. So I straighten that up, and then you just pull it through the center and it leaves a hole, and now you've just got your paper petals, okay? You can take this apart if you want to. I'm going to leave it together simply because I want my flower to be that full. But these are button flowers that I'm making. And to make, let's see, this one right here started out like this. So it has this yellow ball, and these are also from the Paper Studio at Hobby Lobby. It comes with the leaf on the back and the yellow button in the center, and you have to very carefully peel off the leaf and then pull the button from the center and do whatever you want with it. And then what I do is I take a piece of wire, I bend it in half by hand like so. And let's see, I'm gonna make this one. So I'm gonna take this little flower button and I'm gonna put it on so that this is the front that's gonna slide to the top. And as you slide it, it will pull and snap into place, okay? I'm gonna put a white button behind it just for stability. You want to make sure that your wires are not crossed as you slide the second button on. So just a plain white button, and it's actually a little more tricky than you would think, just, you know, adding a button here and there. You have to see it's crisscrossed, so you have to really pay attention. Let me see. That's why I made some ahead of time, because I was very blondly challenged by this. Okay. So I think we have it now. And when I pulled this one to the top, that's what it looks like. Okay. Then I take, there's a really cool part to this, and I give all credit to Amanda's husband, Dave, because this was his idea. And you'll see in a minute, I'll tell you what he gets credit for. It's definitely cool. Ouch. Just stabbed myself with that. Hey, Charlene. What'd you get scolded for? Gosh, I have an appointment tomorrow at the VA, and it's with physical therapy, and I know I'm gonna be scolded. You're gonna be like, girl, you need to lose some weight. But I just know it. Look, guys, all I did was slide that on, and we have a daisy. So now, this is the cool part. Yes, why would the doctor scold you? Are you doing too much? Yes, probably. Apparently, I'm eating too much lately. All right, I'm just cutting off the ends of that to make it even. And then, this is the cool part, guys. You take your drill. No drill bit or anything in there. It is in the shot, no? Okay. I thought it was. Whoops. Make sure it stays in the center. Tighten it up so that it's nice and snug. Then, let me get it all in there. You can see my flower tip right here, right? Hi, Kristy. Not using the oxygen enough and not resting enough. Miss Charlene, I'm not going to scold you because you've already been scolded today, but please take care of yourself. Please, please, please. Okay. So I'm just kind of pinching a little at the top there, and then I'm going to go in as close as I can to the flower. Okay. And I'm going to turn the drill on. My dad called them breathing lessons. Oh. Okay. Ready? I think you know what it's going to do. Okay. As quick as that, I now have the stem to my flower. And now you can take it and you can tilt it in any direction that you want. How cute is that little flower? So basically you're taking a paper flower and you're cutening it up by adding buttons to it and a stem. Okay, now I've got a bunch of these made, and I have some other cutie little things that I came up with. One of the things, let me show you, because I definitely want two of these, is you saw one bee was missing. So I'm going to take the second bee. How is this attached? So this has a little hook on the bottom, and because I don't have any fingernails, I've been using my pliers a lot. So I just pulled that little plastic piece out that was holding that button in. And this is how, whoops, this is how they came. And I think I got these bees. Yes, these were definitely from Joann's as well. But how cute is that bee? You know it's got to have bling, right? Okay, so then all you do is you take a piece of your 20 gauge wire, you slip it through the button stem on the bee, and you make it as even as you can. Bring the edges together like that, okay? And then you just pull down to where the bee is. And then we're going to stick it in the drill again, and we're going to twist it up as tight as we can. He'll probably stay somewhat loose on the end here, unless I can try to pinch it with the pliers beforehand, which is easier said than done. But having the bee a little floppy is kind of cute because, you know, in nature they're buzzing around, moving around, and all of that. So all right, so once again, I'm going to trim this up so that I'm even. I don't know if you can see that, but they're uneven right now, and I just want them to be even for the inside of the drill. So I do that over my garbage can, and then I come over here and I add these into like where you would put a drill bit. And just click that in a few times, make sure it's got a good grip on it. You take your needle nose pliers, hold it up close to the bee, as close as you can get on that wire. I think I've got him. And then you just hold on tight. And you've got you some twisty action. Now this is credit to Dave. See how he's just kind of willy-nilly on there, and he's, you know, kind of just buzzing in his own little direction. And wait till you see what we do with this. Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, so let's make another flower so I can make sure you understand how the flower is made. And then we're going to make a little doohickey. I don't know what else to call it. Well, you know, I always had it landscape, and I got a lot of complaints about, on Facebook, about people not being able to, I don't know why I'm doing this, people not being able to, like, I don't know, I guess they didn't understand to like turn their phone sideways to see it bigger or whatever, and I was just like this small little landscape thing. So, is it an old jeweler's trick? Very cool. That must be how they get things all twisted. And so I know that there's, you know, jewelry like that. There's probably many other things I'm trying. I've only been home since Saturday afternoon, and my new friend, the oxygen tank, and I just started getting used to each other. Well, that definitely takes time. Just like my hearing aids, I'm not 100%. The other day I had them in opposite ears, and I kept telling my son, it does take time. I kept telling my son, I think my ear is swollen. Like the thing is like hurting me. It's like I can't get it in easy and I can't get it out easy. Something's not right. So it got to a point where I couldn't take it anymore, and I took it out and I noticed it was the red one, which goes on that ear, and the blue one goes on this ear. So I had them switched, and that's why it was hurting, because they're curved a certain way. It's hard to explain, but see how the little wire like only goes in that direction? So you slip it behind your ear, and then you put the little part in. I don't know. I hadn't seen up close and personal hearing aids before I got them myself, so I don't know if you guys, you just put that part in your ear and then you push on the wire a little bit until it sets in place, and then it's like, it does take a while. I mean, it's been taking me a while. I'm to a point with these now, I need two hands. I'm to a point with these now where if I'm without them, I don't like it. So I'm definitely used to them now, but prior to that, it definitely takes time for anything like that. But I hope you get used to them soon, hun. Okay, so I was going to show you again how to make a flower. This time I'm going to take one of these little squiggly buttons. It's not like a flower pattern like the last one we did. It's more of like a splash or a blob button. And again, I don't think there's a front or a back to this, but if, let's say this is the front. Oh wait, I gotta bend my wire first. Let's bend it in half. 20 gauge is pretty easy to work with your hands. So I kind of, you know, tried to do the 18, I think it was, and I couldn't quite manage bending it so easily, so I put that one back and got this one instead. And it doesn't like hurt your hands or anything like that. Is that right? 25 days makes a habit. Okay. So I'm just slipping this on into the 2 holes there and bringing it to the top until it pops into place, just like that. And the only reason why I keep putting a white button in there is just to kind of give it some depth and also a little more stability in front of the flower. You don't have to, but I like to. So there's the white button behind the yellow button, the yellow squiggly. And let's see, let's do, I don't have either of those 2 apart yet. So let's do, and if you don't want to try to take these apart too much, these petals, because they are paper and they're fragile. And if I go to peel these 2 layers, you have to be very gentle, very, very gentle. And if you have trouble making a hole, I finally figured out using my Cricut tool, or you could use a safety pin or a pick, an ice pick if you have one, to make the hole. I keep thinking this is my glue gun and I'm gonna burn myself. That's why I keep jumping. So once you get the hole and you widen it up a little, then you just add both wires in and behind those buttons. Sometimes you'll get a nice snug fit, sometimes you won't. If you don't and you want to add a little bit of hot glue, which I'll do right now just to show you, that if you hold your flower back and add a little bit of hot glue to the back side of the button, the white button here, and then just very carefully push that flower petal down on there, it'll stay better. It'll be more secure. Let that dry for a second, and then we'll trim up the bottom and give it a twist, and then we'll make a doodad. I'll show you what a doodad is. How am I on time, Jay?
7:23.
Oh, okay. We got plenty of time. So I'm just locking this in, making sure it's secure. Do not grab the wire cutters. Grab the pliers. Grab them as close to the petal as you can, like so. Okay. And then just give it a whirl. Oh, that gave me a little curly cue, which I like. I don't mind it, because even in nature, things are a little quirky, right? Okay, so I'm going to leave that just like it is. We're not going to change that up at all. And I think I may add another flower. I'm not sure yet. If I do, it'll be that one. And I'm just going to put these aside for now. And I do have leaves that I can add if we need them. But let's make a doodad. Who wants to make a doodad? All right, let me find, here they are. We're gonna make a doodad. Yes, my mother always told me that, Phyllis. Do not try to fight pain by not taking pain medications that are prescribed to you or not resting. All of that helps your body rest and heal better. And if you're partial to not taking pain meds, that's fine too, but at least get the rest. Yes, I do too. Unfortunately, I have a hard time with it. Okay, so Oh, I didn't need to do that. Okay, that's fine. So what we need to do for this particular doodad that I'm putting together here, let me get this a little straighter where I bent it. And let me show you what I did. This kind of hurts the hand a little bit. So I took a skewer. Where's the other one I made? Yeah, I guess I'll do it on the small skewer again. And I wrapped my wire 4, 5, 6 times, okay? Oh, well, just keep on sleeping. So then you just loosen the ends a little bit, just enough that you can pull this off, okay? And then I'm gonna take some yellow and white beads from that pop bag. Hey, they're staticky. They rolled under there. Okay, hold on. So these are from this bag right here, this pop bag. Yellow and white. I lost 2 of my yellow ones. There they are. They're really little. All right, so now I have this little, okay, I have this little doohickey thing here. This little bent up wire. I'm gonna put a white one, 2 yellows. Am I on camera? No, of course not. A white one and 2 yellows. A white one, 2 yellows. And I'm just going to let them slide down to where I made those twists. So I need a white one. We're just going to go ahead and use all of these. Right? You may be onto something, Miss Phyllis. Oh, well, happy birthday, in case I miss it. I thought it was my glue gun again. I am so afraid of getting burned. Okay, now I am going to bring my beads right to where the twist is there, and I'm going to put a little dab of glue so that they don't slide down onto the twisted part. Okay, I'm going to burn myself anyway because for some reason this will not grab my new glue stick. I think I got this anyway. Yeah, I did. Glue webs! Okay. So you let that dry for a second. And then they're not really going to go anywhere. And what you want to do is take the top part, grab your skewer or whatever you have, dowel, and start making more of the twisty. Go around and around and around. Go around and around again. And then I'll cut off whatever I don't want. Loosen both ends, and hopefully this will slide right off. Yep. And then again, I'm gonna kind of pull on this. Well, I can't. I'm just gonna pull on it to open it up a little bit, but I'm gonna snip the top off of that. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of hot glue right at the top of that white bead so that it doesn't go up on the twisty part. And there you have a doohickey. That's what I call a doohickey. So we have a little doohickey to add to our thing that I haven't shown you yet. All right. Another thing that I did was I took a pipe cleaner and I pulled out of these pop letters, beads, what are they called? Vertical hole alphabet beads by Pop. And I did vertical because I wanted to spell the word spring, and I wanted to be able to poke it into something, like if I were making an arrangement. So I spelled out the word spring, and then all I did was bring the pipe cleaner down around the back like this, gave it a couple twists, and I have the word spring going vertical like this on one of these. And that's all I did. So I have one of those to go into our little thing that we're making, and I think I'm about to show you what that thing is. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, Amanda, so creative. You are so, so creative. That's true, Bethwyn. It really does pay to go as slow as possible. Yes, lots of hugs. Lots and lots of hugs. Hi, Luann. How are you? Thank you for hopping over here. Okay, guys. Look at this mug. So it's not Ray Dunn. It says Oopsie Daisy, and it's got these cute, it's got a little daisy up on the handle here, and daisies all around the base. So cute! Is this not stinking cute? I love it. I put some, yes, that is so true. I put some floral foam in here from Dollar Tree, and I just chopped it up till I could fit it in there because it's an awkward type of thing. And now I'm going to place all of these daisies that I made and doohickeys and bees and words and things into this. Isn't it adorable, Luann? I love it. Look at that. It is so cute. Excuse me. I took a sip of my tea and it's coming back to haunt me. Okay, so on one of these, I know I wanted a ladybug. So let's go ahead and add a little ladybug. Look at how cute they are. I know you've seen these if you've been to Hobby Lobby. You are so welcome. I will keep you in my prayers, girl. We're just praying for each other. We're all praying for each other. But that's okay. These will go in a baggie. I tend to baggy things up so that I don't, and I keep the lid, the packaging thing, so that I can tell you all where I got stuff from. These are from Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going to take one little ladybug because I don't want to stray too far from my colors of yellow and white on this, but a little bit of green and a little bit of red never hurt anybody, right? So not sure how well this is going to stick, so I am going to grab this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a little dot of glue right on the flower right here and just help that stick. I am still going to grab it with my tweezers though. Oh no, it's stuck. Okay. And it doesn't matter what direction. It would have been easier to just grab it by my hand. He's going in, but look at how cute. Now we have a little ladybug on our, I've got some glue webs going on our little daisy, our little crazy, crazy Maisie daisy. And Okay, so before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm gonna try this moss first. If it smells really bad, I may just eat the... I mean, it smells grassy, so it doesn't smell bad, it just smells grassy. But I kind of wanted something that was like a little more stringy. Do you know what I mean? This may be too much. Like Spanish moss. Oh, what a mess. So you only need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. And I'm going to use one end of this Dollar Tree little thing, and I have these floral push pins. But I want this to kind of be down in there. I don't want it hanging over the edges or anything. So I'm just going to kind of guide this in and around the corners, and to hold it in place, I'm going to push one of these floral pins down in there, and maybe over here, and then one more over here. And that holds down the bulk of it, and then you can just kind of push in the rest, because all I'm trying to do with this right here is hide that styrofoam, right? Okay. So we've got that in there. And I could add glue, but I could spray it too. Later when I'm done, I can just get the base of that and spray it. So now, this isn't going to be like, it's not intended to be like a full-on arrangement where it's all full, and I may not even use everything that I made. It's meant to be kind of springy, not in the sense of the season, but like in the sense of like bounce, if that makes any sense. More, what's the word I'm trying to think, like lackadaisy, something like that, like kind of just fun and free-spirited. So as we put this together, this is my front, this is my back, my words are up here. I'm going to put this taller one, and I may trim these down some as I go, just a little bit. So I'm going to put this one with the ladybug in the back. 23 minutes, thank you. And I'm going to kind of bend it forward just a little bit. Happy-go-lucky, yes. Thank you, JJ. You could have just said that, dude. Okay. I kind of want to get this in there. This is the little spring thing that I told you I made, and you can see spring from 3 sides because I pulled it down and twisted right here like I mentioned. And then I took the bottom and brought it up and just kind of randomly twisted as well to kind of make this a little thicker. And let's hope I can get this in there. I actually may try to do that one more time because I don't want it really tall. I want it shorter, and I need it to be really sturdy at the bottom. Open and airy. Yes, that's it, Charlene. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So you're not going to see that because it's going to be down in here. I'm hoping. I may need to poke a hole first. Get that start. I knew this was going to be hard to get in there just because it's a pipe cleaner and it's not sturdy to begin with. It's much thinner than it's like a lazier wire, if you will, than the other one. Okay, so we're going to leave that just the way it is for right now. I may bend it to my liking a little more later. Okay, so I have this little birdhouse. that I got from Michael's, and this was a pink roof. This is the only painting that I did. Everything else is just flowers and maybe a little bit of hot glue here and there. I'm putting this toward the back as well. And as I do this, I'm going to want to move my flowers here and there to make it look good. I wish I could get this down in there more. I'm going to take this out for now and see if I can't make it shorter, and maybe if I put it down the side, if there's an open space, I can get it down in there far enough. Let me see. I can get it down in there. There. That's more how I wanted that. Okay. And now I can turn it and twist it any way I want once I get all this done. Okay, so this one is just 2 buttons. So I have a big white button, like this one right here, and then a smaller yellow button, and I twisted it. And I'm definitely going to trim this. I want this one to be down much lower. Some of them are going to be facing upward. Some of them are going to be facing forward. Trimming, I definitely want to trim this one as well. I'm going to go in a little crooked with this one. I need to turn this toward me for a sec. So that one's kind of right up alongside the birdhouse there. I'm going to add a bee. What, babe? 18 minutes? Okay. The bee I'm going to put on, let's see. He's kind of, how are you going to flop here for me, dude? So I know how to put you in there. There we go. Okay. So I'm thinking the bee might like this flower right here. So this is what we have so far. Okay, we have, and I'm going to move this because it's not facing the way I want it to, and I know I can twist it so that you can see the word spring. Now I'm going to take a doohickey and add that in just as a little filler back here. Down low. So my doohickeys are fillers. They add more green than they do anything else. Let's see. I have another just button flower. This way. Just button. Just hanging at the top there. Trim that one down. If I can. There. Okay. I'm going to add this one down in the front. Yes, perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take this flower. Whoops. That got top heavy real quick. Doesn't want to stand up. Okay. I'm going to take this flower that I have right here that's just the 2 buttons and the floral in the background. I'm going to trim it down. Yikes. And this is the one that has the little bend in the wire, which adds character. I'm going to add, where do I want to add? I'm going to add this one right here. And then I'm going to add one kind of to the back a little bit. But I also made this little thing. I kind of wanted something that resembled like baby's breath or something, but kind of wanted my own little unique twist on it. So I got these button pearls and thought they would work, and they kind of did. They turned out cute. but I did it the same way. I just added the buttons and twisted the wire on the drill. Okay, let's see, we have another bee, and we have another doohickey, and we have several other flowers that we can add. I have this big one here that I'm going to add to the back, and I'm not going to go too far in, but I kind of want it straight up and down because I want it to be like an all-around type thing. And then I'm going to take another button one like this, and I'm going to cut it down, and I'm going to put it lower in the back so that we kind of have some things going on back here as well. Like so. What else do I have? I have a doohickey that I'm going to cut down. And I'm going to put on this side. And I will show you this in just a moment. One bee is on this side, so I'm going to add another bee to that side. Over here. And I may face this one. There. And then I'll take a flower and face one toward the back. I'm going to go really low with this one. And then I have one more flower. That I'm going to put lower down in the front here. And I did get this greenery, but I'm thinking I just kind of like it open like this. Let me get this bee to behave. And I can always add hot glue as well to make these behave a little better. All right, so this spring thing here, I may, actually, that looks good. Let me show you what I got. You tell me what you think. You tell me if it needs more. My thoughts were to add a, let me come over here, were to add some type of a green bow. But then it will cover this. But I kind of wanted to get some green going on in here. I could take a little bit of these berries right here and add them in down lower, but I'm not sure if it'll take away from just the light airiness of the daisies and the little birdhouse and that little pop of red right there, and then a little bit of bling with the bees, and it is all the way around. You can see there's a flower facing backwards. This one's straight up. This one's facing forward. There's a doohickey thing over here. I probably could make another one of these bead things right here and put it lower in the back down here. In fact, I think I might do that, but I'll probably do that offline. So this is what we have, guys. I know that camera is sometimes better, but I wanted to get the word spring in there. I wanted it to be light and airy. I wanted daisies, and I wanted very wabi-sabi. What does that mean, Bethwin? Thank you. Oh, thanks, Kristy. I'll bet it does, because I didn't even know you liked daisies, and you were wearing them tonight, and I have it on my flyer. I put a little daisy next to your name. I don't know what was going on there. We were having daisy vibes or something. Raise the cup up a bit. Closer to this camera, or the cup you mean. Oopsie daisy. And then there's our spring word and all of our little flowers and the bees. And here it is, just angled like that, the whole thing. So it's just an average size mug. It means perfectly imperfect. Thank you. Wabi sabi. Okay, I'll have to remember that. I think I'm going to leave it as is, guys. I don't know that I want to add any greenery, but those picks are nice to have for the future. And I did not use this stuff. I'm not even sure what it is. It almost looks like parts of a pine tree, but thank you, Tami. Yes, for everyone tonight, please make sure that you minimize the chat and hit the like button. And if you missed anyone, go back and watch Kristy, come back and watch me, and oh, you saw the bottom, okay. And yeah, it's got the daisies all along the bottom. So this is like a TJ Maxx type of thing. I couldn't find one at mine, so I went to Poshmark and just put Oopsie Daisy mug in, and someone had one for sale for like $5, and I was like, will you take 4? And they were like, sure. So it still had the tag on it. It was brand new. It says it's Spring and Maine is the brand. Hand wash only, made in China. So there you have it. And I love the little birdhouse, and I like that I painted that yellow to kind of help it blend in and not stand out like the ladybug kind of stands out. But oopsie daisy, spring is in the air, and it is 7:52, so I am going to share some things with you. Oh, I have one more. I have a little one that was hiding on me. This is just a button, a little BB button that I twisted on some wire, and I'm going to make him shorter. And I think I said I was going to add something to the back, so this may be... There's already one of these back there, but that's okay, because I'm going to go real low with this one. Yeah, I went lower with that, so that's what that looks like now. It's got 2 of those little ones right here and right here. And I could still make this other big one and add it in, but I don't know. I'm kind of loving it the way it is, guys. I had some things that I wanted to show y'all. You don't have to do daisies. Like, you could have mixed the pink in with the white. You could have added a little butterfly. There's butterflies in here. I kind of felt like the butterflies, like I didn't want to use these little tiny bees, even though they are. I wanted the blingy bees, and the bees would be bigger than the butterflies. So I wanted it to be more natural, like, I'm losing my words again. True to size, you know what I'm trying to say. So that is what I did. I have a lot of stuff coming up, and a lot of things that I want to craft. I know I always say that, but I'm feeling better now, and I am going to get into it. I have, let's see, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Then Friday, I am in an event called Singing in the Rain, and I chose, like, you can do anything spring, and I chose to go ahead and do dancing in the rain instead of singing, even though the event is called that. You could do, it was a wide umbrella, no pun intended, that you could craft. So I'm doing dancing in the rain for that. And I'm hoping to be on every Wednesday. I don't want to invite myself, but I'm hoping that we're going to continue this and keep it up. Yeah, as authentic as possible, as, you know, realistic, so that I didn't want the bees bigger than the butterflies, because that's not natural, right? Well, I mean, there's some big bees out there, but let's see, did I miss anything? I didn't miss anything, and I have a few minutes. I could probably go ahead. These pearls are a little more difficult to get off, but I did want to add another kind of baby's breath thing. So you just pull that pin out, you take the tape off the back, and you pull the pin out, and the pearls just fall into your hand. So that will have 4 pearl buttons. I mean, that's what they are on it. And I'm just going to go ahead and make that so I can show you how I did that too, since I have some time left. I never finish craft ahead of time. What the heck is going on? So I am going to bend this in half because this is what I did the first time. What's wrong?
I've got to go plug this.
Huh? Oh, his phone. His phone's about to die. I thought something was happening. So I'm going to push that together, and then I'm just going to string these little pearls on. I hope. There we go. There's one. Come on now. 2. Just let them fall where they may. 3 and 4. Tammy's up after me. We're gonna go watch Tami. Her link is in the description, as well as pinned at the top of the chat. And proportion. Thank you. It's proportional. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Yes, every Wednesday. Woohoo! Yay! I'm excited. I'm super excited to be back at it with you girls, with you ladies. So I do pinch the top of this so that I can try to keep it in a line like that, but it's not going to stay. So what happens is when I grab it right there, which I got it pretty close. Let me move this aside for a second. When I go to put it in here and then I start to twist, it's going to try to twist that part too, and it's going to bunch them closer together. All right, so we're in there kind of tight, and I'm going to hold this real tight and hope oh, we got a little twisty on that one. I like that. Okay, so that's not too bad. I just really want them to stay in a line like that, but I can't seem to get them to do that even with hot glue. So I mean, you can add hot glue, but it didn't really seem to do much for me when I tried that earlier. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes to Tami. Yay.
Well, probably less than 2 minutes now.
Yeah. You can head on over there if you want. I'm just going to add this one, but I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back of this just to try to get them to stay in place. And let that dry for a second and turn off my hot glue gun. Move this aside. And then I think I said I wanted to add this one either over here or closer to the back. So see, you really can't see the hot glue once that gets in there, and I don't know which camera's working better today, but you can see, you really can't see the hot glue. And I did get that little bit of twist in the wire there, so I like that. I'm not worried about that. I'm not going to remove it or anything. But I am going to trim this down just a little bit. And I'm going to add this facing backwards.
Kristy asked you a question.
Kristy, what did you say? How have you been? I have been much better. Thank you very much. I've been watching you, girl. I may not always say hi, but I've been watching you and Tami. Trying to get back into all the things, you know. So 5 seconds. Okay, head on over to Tami Crafty-Peep. I'll see you guys there in the chat. Love you. Thank you for joining me. Oopsie daisy. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Kristy.